Hello guys, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines Unlimited with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. As you can see, people are very happy to move into our new town here, which is great. I'm glad people are. Although we do have a couple of things to deal with. Yes, one of which being sewage. We have no sewage treatment plants or anything yet. And I've been looking around the map, trying to see where would be a good place to work on some sewage works, because I don't want to sort of have it around our nice little town and city that we're going to be working on. I wanted to put it somewhere far away, and if we move over here, we have this nice little square that's been added in here. And even though it's sort of by some countrified looking areas, we have plenty of those around. This is, if we come out of this view and go to here, this is a farming area. So it's going to have industrial type stuff here anyway. But I think this would be a perfect spot for a sewage works. It's just the sort of thing you can imagine out with your family or coming down the motorway. We're going to go and visit Biffa's town or whatever it's going to be named. And you come by this disgusting sewage works right by the side of the motorway. So that's what I've been thinking that we could put in here. Let's have a look at the buildings that we've got. So we've got the water treatment plant. So we don't want to dump raw sewage into bodies of water. We can build this. So this would purify 85% of the pollution in sewage. And I think this would be fantastic for an industrial build around here. We could fit, let's have a look. We could fit a couple of these sort of spaced out along here. Let's have a look. There we go. That would work very well. Ooh, those pipes going into that water, that makes you cringe, doesn't it? And we can attach that up to over here. We've got road connections, which is fine. So we could have, let's have a look. People are coming off the motorway and they're going over that way. So we could have, let's have a look, a little road that goes under the motorway and connects maybe over here somewhere. Although that's a motorway as well as that. So maybe we'll just have it connecting on here, a little on and off ramp. Nothing too complicated. So let's have a look. And we've got these trees that are going through here. We need to remove those, don't we? There we go. That's because we've got prop anarchy on. So we need to keep that in mind. There we go. So we've got a nice little space here to make this all industrial-like. I do like using these for industrial stuff. 2-lane gravel road. Supports low traffic. It really sort of gives you the idea that you're in a real industrial area. Let's see if we can just put together something here that will... Let's make that a little bit longer. Yeah, something that will fit in with the build that we've got going on here. So we're getting some road access around the sides, which is good. That's what we need. And if we continue this up to here... Yeah, excellent. And then I want to add some more industrial buildings along here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to run that out to the trees each way. And we're going to take a look and see what other types of industrial buildings we've got. Okay, so these guys are going to need some parking. Yep, I did search for industrial to see what could come up. Let's have a look. We've got all sorts of different size parking here. Great big parking lots. Now these would be handy because we are going to have some industrial buildings around here as well. Let's add those in. Then we can run our road, yeah, perfect, down the side. Just thinking of trying to make some interesting different shapes here as well. Can we go up to the corner there? That looks good, although that isn't quite even, is it? Let's see if we can even this out. So I think this road here, let's have a look. That's 15U. That's 12U. Okay, let's line this up. 14, 15. There we go. We'll go up to there. There is a key, actually, for turning prop anarchy on and off. I need to find what that is. So we're not having trees appear in the middle of roads all the time. That could get annoying quite fast. There we go. That's good. And then we can have... Let's have a look. There's some nice big tanks that I wanted to put in as well. These are quite large. And darn it, they're not going to fit in the spaces that I've made. Okay, let's remove those. wanted these tanks up the ends here. There we go. Yes. That's perfect. That looks just like the sort of thing you would see in an industrial place. And let's add... If we add industry here and here... that's going to have no access to a road, is it? So we'd need to add... If we go like that... And add some industry in there as well. Then we can get some around the edge. In fact, let's just fill this up. Let's see how this looks as the industry fills up here. So we need to get these guys hooked up to electricity and water. So I'm just seeing whether... What's going to be the easiest way to run that across there? I reckon crossing over the road here. That looks like a good bet to me. Let's delete this one. There we go. Yeah, let's go straight across there like that. And then that could just run. Where's our power coming from? All the way over there. So eventually this will be filled with industry. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to just run this parallel to the road there. Then we're going to do the same over here. Let's go across the road straight down here. That's about right. And then connect that across there. Now they've got access to power and water. Let's take a look at that. Oh, I've unpaused the game. Oh, do we have enough power? That's the question. Most probably not. Crime rate is high. Let's see how much power we've got. Electricity availability. Yeah, not too bad. Probably need another coal power plant here. Just for now, just to keep things happy. Until we get to work on that area. Yep, that's fine. Sewerage is all being worked on. Let's have a look. There we go. Now they're connected up. That should take care of all that. Let's have a look. Yep, they're working fine. We've got smoke. Soon we'll get people turning up once we hook up the road, but that should have taken care of a lot of the worries of these guys. Yep, there's only other worries to take care of. Yeah, we'll get to that, that's fine. Okay, so now we need to get a road here so these guys can actually come to work. Okay, that's working pretty well. Just something I need to tweak in a minute, but for each of these roads, let's just make sure they're not going to drive through a tree. There we go. We should have all the trees off the road. Nearly, nearly. Let's just remove a couple more of them. And maybe that one there. There we go. So for each of these directions, they can come on. So coming from here, they can come on there. And coming from here, they can go off there. So that's fine. Make sure the arrows are going the right way. Yep. And then coming on, they can come on here from this direction, and if they want to leave, they can leave and go off there from that direction. Excellent. So that works really well. We've had some people coming in, doing business. Good, good, good. The thing I wanted to change was these cables here. Seem a bit low. Just waiting for perhaps for a truck to come in this way. I don't know, actually. I think they'll be okay. Yeah, I think they'll be okay. I think that'll be fine. Good, good. So that's our little industrial area that's going to work on the sewerage for us. And it's putting it all into the... most of it into this area here. But that's going to keep it away from anywhere else, which is good. I'm pleased with that. We may increase this and have a little more industry here. A bit later on, we have some space. But that's at least going to deal with that problem that we have. So, let's have a look back at our town over here. How are things going? They're thriving nicely. Good, good, good. Although we do have some fires, which, of course, is something that we are going to need to take care of. We're going to need a fire station, and we're going to need a police station. That's some of the basics. Look, they're all crying out, please. We have dead people, we have fires, we have crime. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty pleased with our warehouse area. It's looking well. People are enjoying coming to work here. It's a nice looking area out in the countryside, but that's fine. Our poop pond is filling up. That will be an excellent name for the episode. Maybe, we shall see. But I've got some other assets that I want to add onto here, and I've downloaded some warehouses that I think are going to fit really nicely in here. So let's just place down and have a look at some of these. Maybe we'll just place a little road out here so we can see it better. Is that the one we want? Yep, 2-lane gravel road. Let's continue that. Maybe over to there. Yep, that's fine. I love the way the gravel road looks for an industrial estate. I think that's perfect. So what have we got here? We've got the Coleman Warehouse. Let's plop that on there and have a look. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I like the look of that. We've got the old brick warehouses. Now, these are fantastic. Where I used to live, you would see these things all the time. It's in the shadows. It's a bit dark to see that side, isn't it? Let's put those the other side. There we go. Old brick warehouses. And you normally see these in great big long rows like this. I think they look really cool. And we've got... let's have a look what else we've got. We've got singles. Oh, no. There we go. So if you want to leave a bit of space, make a couple of smaller ones of that type of old brick warehouse as well. Which, again, I think looks really good. We have the Pashkar's Warehouse 01. Catchy name. Let's just brighten this up a bit. There we go. I think that'll probably squeeze in there, will it? No, we can have that... oh, I see which way that's facing. Okay, that was catching me out there for a minute. So another warehouse. And then finally, we have... this one's a massive one. There we go, with a forecourt as well. What's that? The Saustine. No idea what that is, whether that's some sort of business. It's a Saustine warehouse. And I think those are going to add nicely to the area. So I'm thinking we're going to have warehouses in this area and in this area as well. Let's lay out some more roads. I've been making a list as well of things that we're going to need to work on. Do you know what we could have? Like another couple of those pumps over here. I think that would fit in quite nicely. If we could squeeze in, they're going to be right by the side of the road. Or maybe one that side and one this side. That just doesn't look like enough, does it, in there? Let's maybe go one there. And one there. How does that look? Oh, prop anarchy. How I'm going to have to... there we go. We do it like that. Yep, that's fine. I think that looks okay. That looks a bit more... let's take that tree there. Hold down, click, and then we're only going to delete the tree. Yeah, I think that sort of fleshes out the area a bit more. Let's get our road coming in here for these poor guys that work. In there, how close can we go? That looks like about it. I reckon a car park in there would be handy as well. Trying to make things look... oh, capital letters. Trying to make things look as realistic as possible. car park. 1 by 1. Perfect. That's what we need. Squeeze some of these down here. There we go. And then maybe some on the other side as well. Not quite lined up. That's better. There we go. That looks good. Very good. Right. So what can we do here for roadways? I mean, I quite like how this area looks already without changing it at all, but I'd like a really long row of these. So maybe we could have a road coming up through here, do we think? Or, no, let's keep that as a dead end, that one. What I will do is, let's go out a bit further and see if we can run, yeah, down the side, like that. That's it. We've got access to all of those warehouses. We're going to run this road along here. Squeeze that right in. Excellent. That looks good. There we go. I think that's looking good. And then if we throw down some industrial buildings here as well. Oh, I don't want that bit there filled in. Let's change that. And do it like that. There we go. They will fill up nicely. I'm wondering whether to put some... Let's see. Let's have some along there. Just some small ones that can sneak in, I think. Alongside the road. Excellent. I think that's looking good. And then I'm just wondering here whether we can sort of set up, I don't know, maybe like a little park area somewhere that the guys that work in this industrial zone can come and have their lunch. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's remove these trees from along here. There we go. We've got this road that we can connect to here. Actually, if we go along like that... There we go. Let's remove that one. Let's remove that and do that one again, actually. I want that to go up to there. There we go. What sort of parks, perhaps, could we add in here that will be sort of fitting for this sort of area? Nothing too... Star Hangar Deck. Nothing too big. There we go. I think that's looking good. So if we're coming along here in our cars, there we go. You can see it's an industrial estate, but most of it's hidden by the trees. But I think that's looking really cool. I do like that. The one thing that I'm thinking might be missing from this area, we've got this big car park over here. We don't actually have any parking this side, although there's a nice little spot there. Let's just see if we can do anything about that. Can I run a road out here? I can. Oh, I can run a road straight down. Excellent. Let's do that. And then we can stick some parking in here. Here we go. Not that big. Not that's even bigger. That's humongous. Let's see. We've got a nice little tiny parking lot. What's that one? Oh, it's airport parking. That's even bigger. Park. Let me redo this. Parking. There we go. This is the one we want. The 2x4. How many we can fit in? We can fit a few there. A feel like we need 1 or 2 over here somewhere. Might just have to remove some of those trees. Oh no, not to worry, we have building anarchy. Trees can live everywhere. There we go, that's better. Squeeze a few in there. I like that building, but we need some parking at the end here. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough. I mean, a lot of these buildings have parking inside them anyway. I think that is looking particularly good. I like this industrial area very much. A nice little start. Well, it's just the start of the industrial area. This is just for the waterworks that we have here. I need to hook those 2 up as well. Forgot about them. Let's grab some pipes. And that one's hooked up. Well, this one isn't. That will do. That'll get that one working nicely. And some more buildings moving in as well. And upgrading and all that sort of lovely stuff. Excellent. Well, let me know in the comments below what you think of this industrial area. Hope you're still enjoying this series. I am. I'm really enjoying the fact that I don't have to worry about the game mechanics and I can just use my imagination, find some beautiful assets and make some really cool looking stuff. So what do we want to work on for next time? So we've got the waterworks area here that we need a name for. I've recorded episode 1 and 2 quite close together, so any comments that you've left on 1, I haven't obviously seen them yet because that's in the future, and I don't have a time machine, although I'm working on that. We'll see how we can do. But yeah, so leave me some comments what you think, and a nice name for this area here. We need a name for our city, something new, something cool and new. And some assets have disappeared over here. What the heck? Well, that is weird. And now they won't fit in. Oh my goodness. Why, what? And my water's disappeared. I've got some fixing to do between episodes. I've no idea what's happened there. But, yeah, we need a name for our town. We'll just ignore that. I'll fix that. That'll be fine. And what are we going to work on next? We can work on setting up some nice park areas for here. We've got our school district to work on. I've just plopped a couple of schools down, but we need to work on that. We've got things like, yeah, fire and police stations are still needed. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. I'll get this all fixed up for next time. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like to show that you're enjoying the series. And I will see you in a day or 2 for the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.